Hi Pothead friend, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you how I made my Pygmy Puff. I received a lot of comments and messages on Instagram about them, so I thought it could be a good idea if I record the process of how I make them. So if you want to see how I made this cutie, just continue the video and stay until the end because I have a surprise for you. This brown Pygmy Puff is the first one I made a few months ago. It's based on the Pygmy Puff that we briefly see in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and not the Pygmy Puff of Universal Studios. For the fur bag, you can make it with fur fabric or buy this kind of key charms. You just have to remove the keyring and keep the elastic including the fluffy ball. Because I don't have oven home, I cannot use baked clay, so this one is air drying clay. It doesn't require an oven, so I think it's a good alternative. But the clay will be dry only after 24 or 48 hours. I'm using this tool for small detail, but if you don't have it home, don't worry, it's completely optional. First, I create the base of the head with some foil. I don't use too much air clay, it's better to work with thin layers. The thicker the clay is, the longer it will take to fully dry. This is super difficult to detail all the process, so I'm sorry if I'm really silent during this video. I hope the images will be enough to understand. At this point, it's really okay if the sculpture is not perfectly smooth. It's more difficult to work with air clay than baked clay. And I personally prefer smooth everything with my sandpapers. But you have to wait 2 or 3 days before. sculpture is done, so now I remove the foil base and glass size. As you can see, I'm using this tool only for small details, but sandpaper is far enough. I'm sorry friend, I could record this part, it was too hard, but basically you just have to add some detail like the nose and the mouth. For the mouth, use 3 pieces of clay and smooth them together on the head surface like this. Then I use a sealer, it's going to smooth everything, so use a really thin layer of it if you don't want to lose all the detail of your sculpture. For the eyes, I made them with this silicone mold and the same air clay I used before for the faces. Cover the head of my Pygmy Puff with fur, but just in case I prefer apply some layer of color under the fur. I'm not a big fan of pen, so I prefer using pastels. So I apply some resin spray, it's more easy to use and apply pastel on dry coat of resin. the back of the face with some air clay to keep the eyes in place, and then I add a small needle in so I can easily put the face of my Pygmy Puff inside the fur ball. When I start recording this video, I try to find an easy way to cover the face of my Pygmy Puff with fur. I try this kind of wool, although the result is really cute, the process is too hard, messy and impossible to record properly. But basically you just have to glue a piece of wool directly on the face with some Mod Podge. But if you are a beginner, I don't recommend you this method. With this kind of wool it will be so much easier. Fur is already attached on a small piece of fabric, so you just have to cut some layer of it, put some Mod Podge and apply it on your sculpture. Way more easy and less messy than the previous option. For the mouth, I don't apply fur on it, but some flocking powder. Apply some Mod Podge and remove the excess. Then take your flocking powder and put a big amount of it on your wet Mod Podge. I only have white flocking powder, but you can apply pastel on it when it's dry to color it. Voila! I hope you enjoyed this video. I made so many Pygmy Puffs, so I decided to do a giveaway on my Instagram, and there you can try to win this little cutie. For that you just need to follow the instruction on my Instagram post.
If you like the video, leave a thumbs up